we're headed to Walmart. We're doing the $100 Walmart challenge. And so, as you guys can tell from the opening of this video, there's a lot going on in our country today. There's lots of things that could happen, and obviously preparedness is an important aspect of life today. So what we're doing, and keep in mind, this video is not for, you know, some of you tactical guys that already have all the gear, all the stuff. You know your setups, you know what you need. So feel free to watch if you guys want, otherwise skip to the next video. But what we're going to be going over today is, you know, there's a lot of people out there, especially in today's economy, we don't have a lot of money, right? Even $100 doesn't go that far. We're going to see what we can do. A lot of this stuff, hopefully you guys already have. But this video is for someone that might not have a lot of money. They're looking to be prepared. And we'll just see what we can come up with at Walmart. People call it a bug-out bag, a ready bag, go bag, whatever. Pretty much it's just a kit, a 72-hour kit to get out of a situation. Ideally, in most situations within emergencies, you want to kind of hunker down at your home, you have everything you need, but in some cases you do need a bug out. So let's head to Walmart and we'll see what we can do. All right, we're almost to Walmart here, but some further clarification, this is mostly a 72-hour kit. It's going to be different for a lot of you guys based on your situation. So if you're having to deal with more urban settings, or maybe you're going out to the country, to the hillsides or whatever, just keep that in mind as you're prepping this kit. There's a lot of different scenarios out there, so tailor this to fit your situation. But we're going to be following the main survival core necessities, you know, food, water, shelter, some other things added on, like, you know, self-defense, things like that. So most guys can go 3 days without food, but that's when your body starts getting into starvation mode. So we need some kind of high calorie foods. Water is top priority. You can't go more than a day, especially if you're exerting yourself, without water. So we need some reserve. We need some way of filtering or cleaning the water, and then the rest, you know, it's a toss-up depending on what your situation is. So we're going to be turning into Walmart here soon, and we'll see what they got. All right, so first let's find a bag. So Walmart has a pretty good selection as far as that goes. What we're looking for here is a bag that's good quality, that's not going to break the bank. I decided to stay away from tactical style or camo just because I want to have the ability to blend in more in urban areas, but your situation could be different. So this is a bag that I chose. It was a little over $15, and it was pretty decent quality. All right, so next thing I wanted to do is take care of first aid. So this is an individual survival kit. Comes with a few extra things like matches and a razor blade, so I thought it was a pretty good bang for your buck. But this is just a bumps and bruises type kit, so keep that in mind. All right, so next up is going to be shelter. So I found this great emergency tent. It comes with the cordage and stakes that you need to set it up. Could even be used as a poncho in a pinch, but this is very reflective, so it's not stealth. So keep that in mind depending on your situation. So as I was looking around, I came across this sweet little tool. This is a multi-tool with knives, screwdrivers, hammer, hatchet. This can be used to pry open locked doors, things like that. I love things that have multiple uses, so I thought this was a pretty neat little tool. All right, so Walmart actually has a pretty good selection of filtration devices. Here you have a gravity-fed filter from Life Straw. Those work pretty good. You have a couple water bottle styles where you can collect water and drink through the provided straws. Those are actually pretty good options. They're a little more expensive though as well. This one's just a smaller size bottle than the other one. You have this pouch style, which allows you to squeeze water through the straw. Similar concept, just a little smaller container. Then you have these individual straws where you would still need a bottle to collect from, or you just drink from the source. They're also quite expensive. So I went with these iodine kits. You can purify water pretty well with them as long as you have a pre-filter during your collection process, like a t-shirt or something. But really this is the best bang for your buck, even when going with a separate bottle. All right, so we need a way to store and collect water. So looking at the selection here, I would definitely stay away from bottles like this that have a snap style closure. You're gonna start leaking and it's not gonna be practical. So I would also stay away from some of the insulated bottles just because they're a little heavier. We're not really looking to keep our water cold. This is just to have water on hand and keep your pack lightweight. So I actually went to the other section and I found these Nalgene style bottles. Pretty straightforward. They're clear so you can see the water within it, and really cheap. I saw this 5-gallon collapsible jug as well. I decided not to go with it because it's harder to carry your water around, and it was more expensive, but it could be a good option depending on your situation. All right, so as far as fire starters, we actually have a few different options here at Walmart. We have this flint and steel, which is a great option. It takes a little more finesse and it's a little harder to start fires with, and it was pretty expensive for what it was. So over here I found these long neck lighters, which are $1 a piece, so very affordable. They should last over 72 hours, maybe get a couple of them just in case. But this makes lighting fires a lot easier. And as you can see here on the wall, there's quite a few different options. We have waterproof matches, things like that. So depending on your situation and what you're comfortable using, just make a decision based off of that. I feel like these long neck lighters are the best bang for your buck. And I decided to go with some of this fire start just in case I'm in a cold, wet, rainy environment. This will help me get a fire started a lot easier, a lot quicker. I came across some of these emergency ponchos. It really doesn't hurt to have extra, so I went ahead and just threw that in too. So I needed something to heat some water up with just in case it's a cold night, or cook some food with. I found this mess kit. It's definitely overkill. I'm not going to use all of it, but it has what I need and it was a good deal. So I have better sleeping bags at home. Most of the Walmart bags were 50 degree or 30 degree bags. Not really great quality, but I found this mummy bag that packs down pretty small. It's a 50 degree bag, so it will work in a pinch, but it's not going to keep you that warm in the winter, but it's better than nothing. And you can't have a kit without duct tape, so I just threw some cheap $3 tape in there to repair gear, do whatever. And one of the last things on the list was food. I needed some good protein. I can go a few days without food, but less without water, so I just wanted something that was grab and go. All right, so we're here pretty much completed with our shopping. What do we come out to? So $100.69 pre-tax. So if we're gonna be stingy and we only have $100, some of these things we can give up. Is this, this poncho? You might not need it. Honestly, it wouldn't last that long. This was about $2. So that could definitely be somewhere you can save money. This mess kit also, I can't remember how much this was. We'll put it up in the video, but definitely more than needed. You can just get like a coffee mug, something metal that you can boil water in, cook your food in. So this is a little overkill as well. You definitely probably, for weight savings, don't want this to be lugging this around. But overall, I think we did pretty good. We'll go through what we have and why we got it. All right, guys, I just want to interject really quick on this video. Keep in mind, this is not a checklist on everything you need in a bug out bag. This is simply a challenge to see how far $100 can get us. I had to leave a lot out of this kit. There's things like navigation, communication. I really wish there were some solutions that I could include in this kit from Walmart. Typically, I always have a watch on me, so if you learn how to tell your location based off of your watch, that's a great skill to have. Learning bushcraft skills, situational awareness, all of that will play a huge part in your success in a survival situation. So keep that in mind. This challenge was really hard for me because I had to leave a lot of things out. Another thing that I want to include in this kit is some kind of self-defense. So I have my EDC set up here. Most guys have their preferred EDC. Typically it's on us all the time. So depending on your situation, you might already have this with you and you just need to grab your bug out bag and go. This is what I have, my Fieldcraft bag here. I have my self-defense pistol, extra mag. Typically I have a tourniquet, blowout kit, maybe some Advil, Tylenol, some cash, just the basics in here. This is typically going to be on me or close to me wherever I am. So I would have this in conjunction to the bug out kit, and I purposely want it to be gray man. Like, I don't want it to be obvious that I'm carrying. That's why I didn't go with a tactical or a camo backpack. Most guys might carry appendix, so keep it concealed where possible, and that will help you, have better odds in a survival situation as well. So you don't really know what you're getting into. If it's civil unrest, natural disasters, whatever, you got to make sure to protect yourself, protect your family. So that's a big part of it. But let's dive back into the video. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it so far. Make sure to leave some comments below about maybe what you would include with your kit. Just going over what we got here. This is one of the cheaper bags that was good quality. So I went with this for a few different reasons. One, mostly because I can strap stuff to it, but also it's not camo or tactical, so it's not going to stick out as much in a situation like that. And then going through the necessities, I just got like a cheapo kind of Nalgene style bottle, 32 ounce, just to collect water with. Typically I'd probably keep that filled with water just in preparation. And then this is what I'm going to use for purification, just some iodine, treats up to 25 quarts. Keep in mind, you probably want to do some pre-filtration on this. Put some, cheesecloth or t-shirt over the mouth as you're collecting water, just to get rid of the big gunks. So that takes care of our hydration. As far as food, like I said, 72 hours isn't that long really. This is just going to help us get some protein intake, some good calories. So this is what I threw in. Keep in mind, you guys can, customize whatever you want really. You can also try and hunt and trap for food as well. But 72 hours, really you shouldn't be too worried about it. Up next we have shelter. So I really liked this kit because it kind of has multiple uses. It's a tent, it can be a good emergency blanket. Comes with the suspension cord too, so it has some good paracord. So that's that. And then just a personal poncho. And then for fire, these are cheap, super easy to use. You can break them open and use the fuel out of them if needed to. This was like $1. And then I just got a little block of fire start just in case it's wet, rainy. This will help me start a fire when I really need it. And then this is just a personal first aid. It's gonna treat your typical scrapes, bumps, bruises. There's obviously better survival first aid kits out there, but this is gonna give you pretty much the basics. And then I also opted for this mess kit, which is a little overkill. I was thinking about just getting like a metal coffee cup or something, mostly to boil water or cook food if needed. But this is gonna give us 5 pieces. It's a little heavier, not super lightweight, but up to you guys what you do. You can just get some kind of metal pot or pan as well. And then this is the sleeping bag I went with. It's a 50 degree, so warm weather. Depending on the season and whatnot, it's really hard to say what you'll want to prep for. I would typically say you want a warmer bag than this. It's better to be too warm than not warm enough. But this was nice and compact, and it was same price as some of the bigger 50 degree bags. They did have 30 degree bags and some colder weather ones, but they were a lot more expensive. So that's that. And then just some cheap duct tape to help repair gear, or you can use duct tape for a lot of things. So that's the haul. Just realized I forgot to tell you guys about this multi-tool. So obviously you'll want a knife. This comes with like a hammer, a hatchet, a bunch of other multi-use features. So is it going to be the best thing to use? Probably not, but when you're on a budget, it's going to take care of a lot of your needs. Maybe you have to get into a locked door or something. That hatchet can be used as a pry bar kind of thing as well. So depending on your uses, that's pretty much the best, cheapest option I found here. That's pretty much it. Hopefully this video gave you guys some ideas on what to keep for your cheap 72-hour kit. Like I said, you guys should mix and match and make this applicable to your situation, this is just my quick little, down and dirty video, $100 and under Walmart challenge.